Hi there, I'm Cosmo, and this is my tier list of all the mod packs I played in 2023, just based on how much I enjoyed them and just my opinion. All of these are worth checking out. They are really good quality mod packs, and I'm only including packs I made decent progress in and spent a fair couple of hours in. Starting us off is the Not My Thing tier, which is basically just packs that I wouldn't really replay, that I just didn't really like at all. And starting us off in this tier is Dawncraft by Bestilia? I'm not sure how to say that. I'm sure you know what this mod pack is, but for those of us that don't, Dawncraft is an RPG adventure type mod pack with 300 plus mods in it. It's one I would definitely say is worth giving a try, but it's also the only one that made it into the bottom tier because I seriously did not find myself enjoying this pack. It's definitely just a me thing because I can tell this pack has a lot of love and care put into it, and turning Minecraft into an RPG without straying too far from what Minecraft is not an easy task. Yet I feel Dawncraft does it well. Playing in third person kind of threw me off, but you know. That being said, RPGs are not always my favorite games. I'm a survival nerd. I love playing games like Ark, Subnautica, No Man's Sky, hardcore Minecraft survival packs. I wanted to give Dawncraft a try, and I was actually going to do it more as a 100 days video, but I wound up dying in it, and I always play my 100 days in hardcore, so that was a major issue. Overall, a great pack to play with a lot of interesting RPG elements and adaptations, but it's not really for me. Our next tier is the OK tier, which is packs that were okay and I'd consider opening again, but frankly wouldn't be super excited to. And kicking us off is All-in-One Modded 1 Block. I feel like the name is fairly self-explanatory, but it's a skyblock mod pack that follows the idea of a one block playthrough where you mine a single block and it keeps regenerating and giving you items. This mod pack is by Naturaspell, and it's a good take on the one block idea. I don't hate this mod pack. I'm literally doing 100 days in it right now and I'm just about done with the video, but the endgame progression has me nearly ripping my hair out. I don't care for magic and tech mods very much. They're ones I tend to avoid. That being said, you cannot beat this mod pack without using the magic and tech mods. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's step after recipe after recipe after random step after random obscure item. It's insane how much you need to craft in order to be able to get to the end to kill the dragon, and to be honest, I hate it so much. But that doesn't mean I haven't enjoyed the rest of my time in this pack. One Block Skyblock as a whole presents a new kind of challenge, and it's a lot of fun. It makes you get creative with how you do things, but I will say I wish when you were in the all-in-one phase, you could switch between specific phases, especially if there's just one thing in particular that you need. It's really annoying to mine through so many blocks that I just don't really need. I think I preferred the data pack that does this one block thing, but I haven't really used it in a long time, and I can't remember which one I specifically used. I thought it was the one by Roark Cats and Ziplaw or Zipcode. I don't remember exactly their usernames, but I realized that that's actually just the random item skyblock, not the one block, so I'm not sure. Next is Big Chad Guys Plus, the old one specifically before it got its recent revamp. This pack is by Lunapixel Studios, and it's a comfy and cozy pack with an emphasis on Stardew Valley meets Pokemon meets Minecraft vibes. It was a super fun pack, but as someone that didn't really have Pokemon as part of my childhood, it wasn't really as fun for me. I had some fun doing the little battles, but they weren't really the height of playing, and I did love having a Frogadier follow me around though. That was a lot of fun. To be honest, this version of this pack wasn't too memorable to me, but I highly encourage everyone watching this to give the newer version a try. I know I sure will be giving this a second shot, mostly because of the new stuff the author is doing with it. I also don't think I had enough time to devote to this pack, sadly, so it definitely deserves another shot. I also will say this was my first introduction to the hats mod, and I had a lot of fun with it. The next tier is kind of fun. These are packs I enjoyed, had fun in, but wouldn't be my first picks to play again. In this tier, we have Roguelike Adventures and Dungeons 2, or RAD 2. This pack is by Dreams01, and it's an exploration-based mod pack with RPG and roguelike elements. The main focus is on exploration for sure, since you need to level up some stats that you can't really set up automatic stuff for. To be honest, I think this pack is something I would have enjoyed more in a solo playthrough because I feel it's better suited to that, but it was a fun time overall. I got to live in this cool marshland coral reef biome and build a really pretty looking base that I wish I had screenshots of, but sadly I don't. This pack is really grindy, so only having a month to play on it definitely made it not quite the full experience I would have wanted, so this one is low-key a victim of circumstance. I did really like the leveling system. It was just time consuming, and I think there should be a better way to gain endurance or whatever the one stat is other than lighting yourself on fire multiplayer, drowning yourself, or just in general hurting yourself. It also had a larger emphasis on magic elements like Ars Nouveau and other mods, and like I said before, those kinds of mods just aren't really my thing. They feel too non-Minecraft for me, which is crazy as someone that plays like a lot of modded Minecraft with crazy shit. I don't know what it is about magic and tech mods, but they cross that line for me. I did get one of the best clips ever while playing this pack though, and I'll show you right now.
Oh my god.
Where did I get teleport to?
Stop
Where
putting
am I
ice! Bro, fuck.
Comfy Winter is the next pack, and honestly it's one of the cutest packs I've ever seen. It's by Alin's ZZZ, and it's got one of the best Discord servers too. I'll have that linked below, as long as credits for all these authors and their Discord servers as well. It's a winter Christmas themed pack, and it's perfect for a holiday playthrough, or if you're looking for some cozying up by the fire, snow falling outside, drinking hot chocolate with some lo-fi, those kinds of vibes. This is meant to be a multiplayer pack, and it is super well suited to that, but my one issue is that it didn't come with waystones installed. I added the mod myself because on monthly Modpack Madness we are fairly reliant on the teleportation ability. I modified it quite a lot when we did our playthrough, mostly because the actual pack has a lot of stuff that initializes at startup, and that can be terrible for lower end systems. It was crashing on startup for sometimes even me, and I have a pretty strong PC setup. Not the strongest, but up there in the middle tiers at least. If you're looking to play this pack and you have a lower end PC, the mods I removed were all the ones related to Fancy Menu, and I believe the lo-fi music starter screen one? I'm not sure because I didn't log what I did. There are also shaders that come out of the box with it, and if your PC can't handle those, then I would suggest disabling them before you try to load into a world as well. I understand why the author does this. I think it's really awesome to have a mod pack that just comes out of the box working like that, but initializing all that stuff on startup is just not going to work for people that have lower end systems. I will say this one is especially great to play during the holiday and wintry seasons, and my friends and I had a lot of fun moments with it, especially with the weird turtle mechanic where you can basically turn the terrapins from Alex's mobs into turtle shells from Mario Kart by jumping on them twice, or put them on someone's head with carry-on and turn them into a weapon. To be honest, I almost didn't let myself put extra origins on this list because it's pretty much the lost mod pack in a way. It's a pack based on the Origins mod, but it's meant to be used in multiplayer. When I played this pack, it was a very vanilla-like experience with some add-on mods, and considering we did really heavy mod packs right beforehand, this was a breath of fresh air. It's by Elipog, and it's a pack I highly recommend. I don't remember what mods I added versus what mods came with the pack, because this was more toward the beginning of 2023 that we did this pack, but it's worth giving a shot and tweaking as much as you need. This pack is a lot of fun with friends, and sadly it is more so considered a lost mod pack for my SMP, mainly because we didn't wind up finding the time to beat the Ender Dragon or the Wither. A lot of us were busy, and I wasn't even staying at my own home at the time, so it was really difficult to try to figure out. But I do have the footage still, so maybe it's one I'll edit together anyway. I have some plans for it that I might go through with. Ending off the kind of fun tier is Better MC, specifically one of the older Fabric versions. If you don't know what Better MC is, it's an overhaul of Minecraft that basically makes it so you will never run out of things to do. It's also a mod pack that nearly everyone and their mother has played or watched a playthrough of, and for good reason. It's a really awesome pack that I enjoy playing. I mean, I even did 200 days in it. It's also by Lunapixel Studios, and it's one that's worth checking out if you haven't already. It adds loads of content like new dimensions and a lot more bosses with loads more progression available. It's a great pack, and I play it from time to time, but it's not really my cup of tea in the sense that it doesn't have that survival aspect that I would usually want in a pack. But I'd say it makes up for that in bosses and lots of fun things to explore and grind for. Getting a dragon for your pet is always a great milestone to strive for, and it was especially fun in multiplayer, which I highly recommend playing this pack in, though I will say adjusting waystones so they're more accessible is probably a good thing to do if you do this in multiplayer. This pack introduced me to the Twilight Forest mod, and that is something that I will always be super duper happy about. And our last tier is the most fun tier. These are mod packs I found to be the most fun and are ones I opt to replay the most. First one in this tier is The End of the World, which is admittedly a pack I made myself, but don't click off yet. It's not self-promo, it's not publicly available. It was a custom one I made for monthly Modpack Madness's Halloween season. This pack was designed for my SMP around an apocalypse theme, so it had the Escape and Run Parasites mod paired with Lost Cities as the backbone. If I were playing solo, I would definitely not have turned on Keep Inventory, but with it being more of a difficult mod pack, that was necessary to make it accessible for players that just want to have fun and not grind. I'd also probably disable spawners for lost cities if possible, just to make it more alone and immersive and liminal. I might even disable mob griefing for the parasites because there were times where they just fucking Kool-Aid manned their way through the walls. It was kind of insane. I did pair this with Epic Siege as well, which I definitely had to turn down due to the difficulty just being way too much, but it turned out to be a lot of fun. Definitely something I'd say was worth doing, and maybe if I fix some of the issues with the pack, like stews being an infinite food source for some reason, I'll put it out publicly. Still one of my favorites that we played, and I hope it makes a return next Halloween, or, you know, depends on if we decide to do something else or if I get more time to work on this pack. And at the top of this tier list, holding the #1 spot since I played it for the first time, is RLcraft, specifically version 2.8.2. This mod pack is what got me into modded Minecraft, and it'll always hold a special place in my heart for that reason. This pack, if you somehow don't know, is a hardcore survival experience with a lot of fantasy elements and a ton of challenges. It's one of the hardest packs you'll play, within reason, and is so much fun. I wish I had more friends that love this pack the way I do, but I'm not sure a lot of folks will play it on the SMP when it's on there again. Either way, my only major issue with this pack is that sometimes it can be punishing to the player when it isn't really the fault of the player, which I think is a key point that needs to be considered when designing a mod pack or any kind of game in general. Once you get the hang of it, this is an amazing and fun pack. I used to speedrun this pack on version 2.8.2 specifically, and I kind of miss my RLcraft days. I remember the days I spent just watching Sneak Snag and Union play this mod pack, and how much I love those content creators now, and how much it got me into content creation itself. Either way, that's the end of the tier list and 2023 mod pack recap. I'm looking forward to having loads more for 2024, or at least a couple more than what we have here. If you enjoyed this video though, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like or even a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the mod packs I listed here. Do you agree with their placement? Do you disagree? Do you like RPG mod packs more, or do you like survival mod packs more? Anyway, YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so maybe give it a watch. I have other tier lists too, and if you aren't just here for Minecraft, I have some Dead by Daylight content you can check out also. Just check out the description box below and you'll see all my links, as well as all the credits for all these mod packs if you're interested in checking one out. See ya!